Welcome back to the channel. Today in this video, we are going to be talking about meeting that part of yourself that may say some not so nice things to you about your body, about the way you look, that kind of inner critic that has that negative body image, has that low self-worth, and then, does the whole mental attack, does the negative self-talk, how to really meet that part of you and heal that part of you so you can have freedom, so you can have confidence, and so you can have ease and feel good and at home in your body. I'm Brittany Brown, and even though now I have the privilege of leading thousands of women to freedom and ease with their body and food, transcending things like binge and emotional eating, negative self-worth, negative body image, and so forth, and how I really do feel in my confidence and in my power with my body and food, even though I'm here now, this is not how it used to be. For a good 10 plus years, I really hated my body, and I did everything in my power to manipulate the way my body looked, to change my looks, to lose weight, to control my eating, so I could feel worthy. And somewhere along the lines in society and generationally, most women have been taught or almost just programmed with the idea that our worth in the world, our desirability, our worthiness of love, our worthiness of attention and appreciation, all these things that we crave as human beings is dependent on our looks, is dependent on our weight. So with this whole body positivity movement, I think it's beautiful. I think body positivity is amazing, right? But I see a lot of people feeling bad when they know that they should say their body love affirmation and feel amazing, and then they say it and they still don't feel good inside. It's like kind of putting a Band-Aid on the issue, right? And I want you to be super gentle on yourself if this is you, because that part that you're dealing with is not just like a negative thinker, right? It is a part of you that truly feels viscerally in your system that your worth, your, all these things that we talked about, your needs, your ability to get love and connection is tied to the size of your body. And so logically, you and me sitting here might not think that. But when you catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror and you see the cellulite and you were feeling good, but all of a sudden you feel terrible, or when you get on the scale and you see that number like higher than you thought it was going to be and it changes your whole mood, or when you go in the dressing room and those damn dressing room lights with the cellulite and they show everything and your pants feel tight, if that is impacting how you feel, how you show up, your emotions, your mental state, then that is a sign that it is definitely just more than negative thinking, right? There is something inside, there is a belief that feels that because you aren't this weight, because you aren't this size, you are not going to get XYZ needs met, whatever that might be. And there's nothing wrong with having needs. All humans have a need for love and connection. All humans have a desire for partnership. It's okay to, want certain things, want to not be judged, want to feel good in your skin. Like, it's okay. It's not superficial to want these needs. But when this comes up, when this mental chatter comes up, I'm making this video for you today to just educate you on where that's coming from so you can have some compassion for yourself in that moment. And instead of just getting mad at yourself or shaming yourself for thinking that, or instead of just spiraling and following that spiral of negative doubt and criticism down the rabbit hole where you're changing your behavior, altering your food consumption, wearing different clothes, whatever that might be, not doing those things that you really want to do, instead of doing that, you want to catch it. And you want to catch that kind of train of negative thought before it starts. And don't get mad if you can't flip it right away. Before you do that, there has to be a place of meeting that part of yourself that feels scared, that feels like love isn't going to be there, that feels like you're losing something, that's afraid of being judged. Meet that part of yourself with compassion. Think about how you would relate to a little child, a little girl, if they were saying those things to you. Like, what would you say to them? What love would you send them? How would you encourage them? And relate to yourself and that scared part of you inside in that way. So I hope this video gave you a little bit of perspective shift on the whole body love, body positivity thing. And before we can switch to embracing who we are and loving our bodies and feeling in our power, we have to start with compassion and love and healing those parts of ourselves and healing those beliefs inside of us that keep us trapped and keep this kind of negative thinking spiraling on autopilot, just happening out of nowhere, right? So sending you a ton of love. If this is one of your struggles, I know how it feels, how I felt about my body, controlled my every thought and move for years. And I've developed and dedicated my entire life to helping women transcend this struggle. And we do a really incredible job of it. So I wanted to invite you, if this is an area that you struggle with, to grab the free training just below this video. I know it will support you. I know it will put you back in your power fast and really, really help you out on this journey. We are all in this together. If you like this video, please click comment. I'd love to know what you think. I'd love to hear more of kind of this like heartfelt connection of this, like bring some light to what's happening with women, how women feel, because you are not the only one that feels this way. I would say every woman on the planet, and most likely men too, has had some type of negative thought about their body that's had them doubt themselves, doubt their confidence, or things like that. So we are all in this together. And as we heal ourselves, we are truly stopping this struggle generationally, which is so, so, so beautiful. So before you go, grab that training, hit subscribe. We are doing videos like this every week to support you in living your best life, feeling in your power with food, and living a life you love in a body you absolutely adore. Talk to you next time.